Shalom, shalom to the Lord's elect of the nation of Israel. 144,000, 12,000 from each tribe. Alright. All the praises, honor, and glory is due forever, as always, unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Wahabaha Recha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well in the scriptures, right, leading the flock by example. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the Bayat Shah Dabada, the house of David, the elect. Adawan Ratazah, which means Lord willing. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. And yeah, this is fabulous news. Alright, got some fantastic news right here. Okay. And as you can see on your screen, man, you know, all these Red Lobster restaurants shutting down. And it's about time, man. It honestly is about time. And of course, everything is by the will of the Lord in due time, in His time. Okay. But this is great, man. Alright. So I've got an article from the Independent, which is a UK news source. Alright. And it's recent, 2 days ago. Alright, and you can see the headline. It says Red Lobster's collapse signals the end of fast casual dining, putting other chains at risk, expert says. It was recently announced that the troubled seafood restaurant chain will be closing down at least 48 of its roughly 650 branches across the US. Alright, so it's got roughly 650 branches, but 48 of it's closing. Yeah, even though it's quite a small number compared to how many there are, it's still a significant amount that's closing. Alright. This is quite a lengthy article, so I'll just hit the main points really. Okay. So Red Lobster's collapse signals the end of the martini lunch as consumers ditch fast casual dining for quicker or luxury options, an industry expert warned. It was recently announced that troubled seafood restaurant chain will be closing at least 48 of its roughly 650 branches across America. Babylon the Great. Rumors of bankruptcy filings have come following financial damage done by a $20 endless shrimp promotion that proved unexpectedly popular with customers and reportedly cost Red Lobster millions of dollars last year. So that's what caused the millions of dollars. That deal of $20 endless shrimp. A lot of our people, man, especially 2/3 in Babylon the Great, you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you speckled Israelite foreigners, man, who may look like these other nations, but are in Israelites indeed, according to the father's line. Going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, most of you, you love these abominable things that that you call food, which it's against the dietary law. Really, it ain't food. Okay, the law was given to the nation of Israel. Okay, you love to eat these abominable crap like pork and calamari and crayfish and krill, and the list goes on. You see, and then your body's all jacked up. Okay. It says Dennis Gembeling, founder and principal of hospitality industry consultancy group Perry Group International, said a greater shift in consumer behavior, opting for more grab-and-go food or full dinner experiences, is pushing out the middle ground of fast casual restaurants such as Red Lobster. The fact of the matter is, full-service restaurants are becoming more of a specialty operation to go to for the after-work crowd or on holidays and that type of thing. Right? So yeah. Let's go down a bit. In 2023, Red Lobster was further knocked off balance by its $20 endless shrimp. Right? So it became more popular with customers than anticipated. The all-you-can-eat menu option was previously a time-limited promotional offer, and you bet you a whole heap of abominable stuff was on that menu. Okay, it says, but when the company made it permanent, patrons ended up eating far more shrimp than the restaurant could afford. And that was their downfall. Okay, while taking up tables and lengthening wait times for new arrivals. Okay, the closure of at least 48 Red Lobster restaurants was announced on Monday by a restaurant liquidation company. The closures include 5 branches in California and Florida, 4 in Colorado and Maryland, 3 in Georgia, New York, Texas, and Virginia, and many others across the country. So yeah, all right. And of course, it is a popular food chain out there in Babylon the Great. All right, and of course they specialize in Red Lobster, obviously. Okay. Now on their food menu, I'm sure they will have some, lawful foods on there because it is, a top, restaurant over there. Okay. So they're gonna cater for everyone. It makes sense. But of course, when people go there to eat out, they're obviously going there for the Red Lobster, hence why it's called that. Okay. The average individual isn't going there to eat, beef or chips or lamb, things like that. All right, they're going to get shrimp, lobster, calamari, mussels, you know, you name it, crab, all right, etc. All right, it's classed as one of those top up there restaurants. All right, and there's one Red Lobster over here in London, England. All right, and Lord willing, that closes down soon too. Okay, you know what? Let's have a look at the menu. Let's have a look at the Red Lobster menu. Okay, because that can get burned for all I care for. Come on, don't mess about. Tablet. Satan's always in the midst, disturbing things. Alright, give us a full menu. In fact, let me refresh this. Okay, let's look at this one to the top right. Come on. This one looks like it's got the full thing as well. Maybe some more that's down there. Jeez, when I touch this blasted thing and it's not doing nothing. You know what? And this was working before. Yeah, bear with me. Alright, we'll see if we can look at this one, kids menu. What's going on here? If I moved. I really want to get this up, man. Right. Oh, you're joking. Alright, won't bother wasting time on there. If I can make out what it says. Or if I'll just go like this. Okay, alright, okay, it's here. It's all blurry. Right, okay, it says, Salakia for that. Oh, good. Zoomed in. Yes. Okay, cool. We got it. Alright, so what do you have about Shimashai? So here's the bleeding menu, man. This freaking thing popping up. So look at the appetizers. Alright. Shrimp cocktail. Peel and eat shrimp. Crispy calamari. Fried clam strips. Coconut shrimp. Right? You got some soups. Lobster bisque. Clam chowder. You got pastas. Right? Shrimp scampi. Lobster roll. Right? So you got some on the right. You got some stuffed shrimp. You got pan-seared salmon. Now salmon is lawful. Okay, from the if I can make out, it says lemon, artichoke, wild mushroom risotto, grilled asparagus and lemon, and that's all right. You know, there's no abomination in that specific dish right there. Okay, you got fish and chips, beer battered with fries and is it slaw? Probably short for coleslaw. All right, so that seems that's fine. Right, you jump further down, crab stuffing. So you see, that's what you have. All right, that's what you have. You know, this is prophesied in the Bible because famine is coming. So the Lord is conducting, a shortage of wildlife and animals. And, by the way, lobster was once prison food. Okay. So, hence the reason why, things are shutting down. Right. And ultimately, man, these bottom feeders, that's what they are, shrimp. The bottom feeders, they're out the trash. They eat the trash of the ocean and feces and, dead marine animals and things like that. The filter feeders. Okay, that's their purpose on the earth. And that's the Lord's purpose of that for that creature. Okay, it's not meant for us to consume. Right, they filter the seas and the ocean. Right, but the enemy, and these other heathen nations, man, especially the Moabites and Ammonites, they take out the waters and serve them as delicacies and sell them expensive as well. Expensive as well. Okay, pork, chitterlings, that's all abominable. Right, and eating that defiles you. Okay, poor people consume these things. Right, like that. Right, and a lot of people, they can't stop stop eating that shrimp and that pork, especially the pork, man. No wonder they have all sorts of health problems, gout, high blood pressure. All right, and they'll say, "Oh, but it tastes so good." Adding seasoning onto it doesn't make it any better. Doesn't make it healthier. All right, you can't make or take something that's unclean and make that thing clean. All right, and there's a lot of things that appeal to the human fleshly desires, but end up turning out to be bad and unhealthy. Okay, yeah, it may look good, it may taste, you know, appetizing, good, whatever. Doesn't mean it is though, right? So rip off the prices as well, man, for that. Yet you people continue to buy it, man, right? That's why we didn't need a new rulership. Okay, these heathens need to be ruled over. Okay, they're like brute beasts. Okay, eating all that lobster shite, you're putting demons on yourself as well, man. Spirits on you. That's why people be crazy and the woman that eat this crap, man, their private parts stinks as hell. Especially the so-called black woman, man. Okay, stinks as hell, man. Right, I'm not talking about you few sincere sisters who believe, in this truth and things like that. But those big black beastly women over there in Babylon the Great, man, a lot of them, man, they love this crap, man. Right? And worldly ones. And if you're offended at me saying these things, you know, like scallops and squid and crab are trash, then you need to really change your mindset. Because what I'm actually saying is scriptural and spiritual, right? And factual, right? Your health is far, far better off, right? Avoiding those things, right? So amend your ways and follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shemel Shaiman. Okay? Let's go to the dietary law, the book of Leviticus, chapter 11. And we'll start at verse 7. Okay? The point will be at around verse 12. Verse 11 or 12. Leviticus chapter 11. Look at the subheading laws about animals for food. That's right. So we can't just go around eating anything. Okay. You know, as Israelites. All right. So Leviticus chapter 11 will start verse 7. And the swine, which is the pig, pork, right, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch, they are unclean to you. So you're not supposed to consume it, you're not supposed to even touch it. Okay? You know, you had that idiot that went and got the pig kidney transplant. Joker, man. Clown. Now, verse 9, right, pertaining to the waters, these shall you eat of all that are in the waters. Okay? If it's in any body of water, right, that's clean, as it's going to go into, right, these are what you can eat. So, these are what, these shall you eat that are in the waters, whatsoever has fins and scales, right, fins and scales, both characteristics, right, in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall you eat. Okay? So if it has both characteristics of fins and scales, then it's okay to eat, right? Disregard what them phony Christian church pastors say, you know, because they don't know fuck all. Honestly, I'll just come out with it like that, man. All right, you can't eat whatever you like, man. We have a dietary law, which I'm reading with you. Okay, yeah. Verse 10, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Abomination is something detestable, disgusting, filthy, bad, nasty. Okay, it's got negative connotations. Okay, so things like stingray, eel, all right, sea urchins, stonefish, jellyfish, starfish. Okay, all right, can't eat that. They do not have fins and scales. All right, can't eat sharks. Now sharks have fins but no scales. Has to have both characteristics, so sharks are unclean. Okay, I don't get how. You know, mussels. That's another thing. I, how could someone? I don't even know where you'd start. Like, how? For the sake of it, watch this. Cooking mussels. Honestly, man, and fair use purpose as well.
So generally when you buy mussels, they look like this. The shells have lots of other creatures like barnacles growing on them. The beards are hanging out the side of the shell. Sometimes your fishmonger will clean them for you, but normally you'll have to do this yourself. So put your mussels in a container with cold fresh water. We're going to start by pulling out the beards. It is possible to do this by hand, but it's much easier with tweezers or
The hard work you have to go to with this.
pliers like this. Also take care when you're doing this because the edge of the shell is sharp and it's possible to cut yourself. Once the beard of the mussel is removed, get a nice brush or steel wool without chemicals and give the outside of the shell a nice scrub. If there's any barnacles or anything like that on the outside of the shell, just take a paring knife and simply scrape them off.
Skip a bit.
Less salty, and this will help get rid of the sand, mud, and check inside. There's nothing worse than eating your mussels than finding a beard still inside.
A lot of these contain like parasites and things like that, and then consuming this, you get sick, man. There's all sorts of diseases.
Still in.
Then the state of the ocean is bad too, because you're taking what cleans the ocean out of there. Okay.
Side. Mussels had been cooked with the thyme and the garlic. We're going to add them to the tray, and we're going to cover with the mussel stalk. And you want to make
A lot of people think, oh, I
big pot of boiling water. We're going to throw some orange peels in there. That helps with the smell. So after a couple of minutes of cooking, our shells are almost clean. Let's just get rid of it. Give the shells a scrub and make sure you rinse them well. And when you
that's enough, man. That's enough. Okay. So Leviticus chapter 11 verse 10, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall be even an abomination unto you. You shall not eat of their flesh, but you shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever hath no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. Plain and simple. Okay? It's plain and simple. And hey, look, Yahushua did not eat lobster. Alright? He didn't eat any abominable things. Alright? Now, when we go to the account of the multitude and the disciples being fed by the miracle that Yahushua performed, we find that in the Gospels. We'll go to the book of Matthew, chapter 14. Okay, verse 13. Alright, it reads, When Yahushua heard of it, he departed thence by ship into a desert place apart. And when the people had heard thereof, they followed him on foot out of the cities. Okay. And Yahushua went forth and saw a great multitude, and was moved with compassion toward them, and he healed their sick. And when it was evening, his disciples came to him, saying, This is a desert place, or desert place, and the time is now past. Send the multitude away, that they may go into the villages and buy themselves victuals. But Yahushua said unto them, They need not depart. Give them something to eat, basically. Verse 17, And they say unto him, We have here but 5 loaves and 2 fishes. Right? Alright? Now, it doesn't mention, alright, what type of fish, okay, that they had. Alright, but we know it was lawful. Okay? It could have been cod or salmon or haddock or whatever. Okay? Something with fins and scales. But certainly not shrimp or prawns. Okay? Or octopus. Alright? Verse 18, he said, Bring them here to me. Alright? So yeah. Shrimp don't have fins and scales, no way. Okay? So yeah. So yeah, the scriptures are distinctly clear on this. It's plain. It's plain. Alright. Verse 19, And he commanded the multitude to sit down on the grass, and took the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, and looking up to heaven, he blessed and brake and gave the loaves to his disciples, and the disciples to the multitude. And they all ate and were filled and were full. They took up of the fragments that remained 12 baskets full. And they that had eaten were about 5,000 men, beside women and children. Okay. So yeah, the Lord did not give out endless abomination, right, to the multitudes and to the disciples. Okay. It wasn't 2 shrimps and 5 loaves, right? That was multiplied and given out. No way. All right. Let's get the Greek words for fish and loaves. See what we get. Strong's G740. Greek word is
Strong's G740. Artas. Artas.
Food composed of flour mixed with water and baked. The Israelites made it in the form of an oblong or round cake as thick as one's thumb and as large as a plate or platter. Hence it was not to be cut, but broken. Loaves were consecrated to the Lord. Of the bread used at the love feast and at the Lord's table. Food of any kind. Okay, that's what we got from it. Okay, the root word.
Strong's G142. Idro. Idro.
To raise up, elevate, lift up. To raise up from the ground, take up stones. Okay, to draw up a fish. Alright, that's what we get from that. Check out fish as well. See what we get. Strong's G2486 concordance number. Oh, a fish.
Strong's G2486. Echthus. Echthus.
Right, so it doesn't say what type of fish, but we know it had to be lawful. Okay. So that's the miracle that the Lord performed. Alright. Alright. Right, not that carcass being an abomination, man. The Heavenly Father made it clear, man. You're not supposed to consume or eat or touch that, man. Alright. And this society, man, that's they've made you, believe that, trying out these things is cool and fun, and eating anything is all right. And that's far from the truth, man. All right, far from it. All right, and there's plenty of lawful fish with fins and scales that you can eat. Okay, let's have a quick look. Some I've not even heard of. Okay. In these like authentic restaurants, they like to push for, abominable foods. Let's see this. This is weareisrael.org. All right. It's quite a reputable site. I've been on it before. Right? We are Israel, those who manifest. They say Jehovah, but we know there's no V's and E's in the ancient Hebrew. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh. The name of His only begotten Son is Yahushai. Right? Those who manifest Yahweh's kingdom on the earth. Right? So you got clean fish, fins and scales. All right. And when you go down, it goes into quite a lot of information. Right? Clean fish. It's like a whole list of them there. Look at this, and you got things that you're not supposed to eat, and then it goes same with bugs and birds and things like that. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Right, clean fish having both fins and scales, anchovy, bass like sea bass, cod, haddock, hake, picking from this, mullet, perch or bream, salmon, sardine, yeah, steelhead, tarpon, trout, tuna, alright. So hake, let's see the fish hake. Okay. So let's see if this has fins and scales, just to see if their list. It seems to have it. Looks like it's got very, very small scales. Alright. That's what it looks like. In fact, yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it got it. But you know what? How about I put it on YouTube? Again, this will be fair use purpose. Right. Hake cooking. Should put it the other way around. I'm gonna see someone likes. Okay, how to steak and. Yeah, look at that scale there. It's got scales.
Remove the head by cutting around the nape on both sides of the head, keeping as close to the head shape as possible.
Right,
the fish from the tail end towards the head.
Scale the fish and yeah, of course we got a thing. Yes, that's all right to consume. Okay. So yeah, on that website has a list. Yes, you can check out that website. For more. Right. More information. Let's get another scripture in the Apocrypha. Second Edges chapter 16 verse 21. This is getting ready to happen. It says, "Behold, the victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." Now those things are growing, man. Sword, right? Destruction, great confusion, famine, and evils is growing, man. All right, because the love of many is waxing cold because iniquity is bounding, man. Okay, you got sex trafficking going on in Babylon the Great. Okay, they're trying to legalize PDF file behavior. You know what I mean? Okay, things like that. So, so in these last days, man, all right, we have to believe because when the time is right, food will be scarce. There's gonna be a scarcity, man. All right, and there's already shortages now. All right, we have to have that faith. All right, the Lord will feed his elect. All right, so it'll gradually worsen. Okay, all right, and even going back, with the miracle that Yahushua performed feeding his disciples and the multitude. All right. Yahushua is the embodiment of the law. Okay, and he kept it perfectly. Let's get the book of Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 17. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. And it reads, "Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill." Okay? So the Lord did not come to do away with the law. Alright, he came to fulfill. Alright, so the law still stands today. Okay? Let's get this in another translation. We'll get it in the Amplified Version. Matthew 5 and 17 in the Amplified Version. It says, "Do not think that I came to do away with or undo the law of Moses or the writings of the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to fulfill." Okay? You can get the Greek word fulfill. See, that's made it plain. Okay? Strong's G 4137.
Strong's G 4137. Playrao. Playrao.
To make full to fill up, i.e. to fill to the full. To cause to abound, to furnish the supply liberally, abound. To render complete. Right? To carry through to the end, to accomplish. Okay? Yahushua came and, alright? As a lamb. Right? And he didn't want to drink of that cup, but hey, at the end it was crucified, man. He died for the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect first, man. And alright, and then the Heavenly Father raised him afterwards. Alright? Okay. Alright, fulfilling that prophecy. Alright, to carry into effect. To fulfill, to cause the Most High's will, as made known in the law, to be obeyed as it should be. Right? And the law, statutes, and commandments are are, are there for for us to follow and obey, right? And the Most High's promises given to the prophets to receive fulfillment, sayings, promises, prophecies to bring to pass, to ratify, to accomplish. That's what the Lord did, man. Okay, so that's not done away with, right? These fake churches that preach that nonsense, all right? Let's get Romans chapter 3, verse 31. Do we then make void the law through faith? Most High forbid. Yea, we establish the law. We comprehend the fact that we can't, justify ourselves being saved by the law alone, because it's, by the grace of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay. But the facts remain that, we have to keep the law to the best of our ability. Okay. Yes, we're under grace right now, but we don't have a license to sin, man. Okay. If it was just keeping the law to obtain perfection, then we wouldn't need the sacrifice of our Messiah. Okay. So we have to keep the law to the best of our ability. Right? Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. It reads, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. You see? It's easy not to eat lobster, shrimp and crab, right? And hey, it's not just the women that love eating it, but it's the men too. Right? And the Lord will judge those people for consuming that, man, because they're defiling their temple. You see? You just imagine seeing all them flipping lobsters in the back of the restaurant kitchen, with their claws or pinchers all tied up, right? They're not happy in there. They're not free. They want to be in the ocean, right? Free doing their job, right? Not getting cooked at a scorching high bloody temperature, right? Some of them will cook alive, right? Seen it on YouTube. I've seen it, man. They boil this bloody lobster and things like that while it's alive. Hebrews chapter 10 verse 7. Then said I, look, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me to do your will, O Yahweh. That's right, man. Yahweh shall come in the volume of the book, man. Okay. And he's sent to do his father's will, not his own. Alright? His heavenly father's will. Alright? So Yahweh is all throughout the Old Testament, all throughout the scriptures, the New Testament, alright, the Apocrypha. Alright? So, good that they're shutting that down. And you can see that, America is crumbling. Things are going out of business and things like that, man. Companies, restaurants, you name it. Alright? Anyway, with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and informative to the elect, to whoever was watching and listening. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom.